Yeah, looking at what happened in the first half, I thought we had great shots. We just didn't miss for some reason. I think Indiana had a lot to do with it. I thought they were really physical with us, and once we adjusted to the physicality, we were able to just open up the game a little bit after halftime.
Malaysia only played 9 minutes tonight. Is anything going on with her? Or?
No, no. I thought she got off to a slow start, and then it was hard. Just we had good combinations in, and usually it's lay out there. In one of those combinations, it's just it didn't happen today, and I thought she handled it well. She wants to play. We need her to play. We need her to play well, and it wasn't anything besides just units out there playing better.
Your defense able to spark so much of that. Tahina Pow with the blocks today, and just the addition of her to that seatbelt game.
Powell's been ramping up with her defense. I think Powell is probably a little disturbed when our opponents go in on her and target her and wanting her to get stops. I thought she locked into how we needed to execute that particular matchup extremely well, and it really did help us get this win today.
Going off of that, the senior leadership was huge. It felt like in that second half. I know it's their last game at the CLA for most of them. Just how huge were they in that second half to get you guys through this?
Great. I know that our bench gets a lot of credit for having played consistently all season long, but we cannot knock our experienced players. Like, this is the time that they usually come in and play really disciplined basketball and grinded out basketball to get it done. I thought Breezy Hall is just an elite defender, and then she got her shot going on. She just looked really comfortable out there. Fagan got going, Chloe got going. Raven's been steady, playing on both sides of the basketball, taking really good shots. So I was just really pleased with our experienced players, but we're gonna need a complete, 13 players, and that's with Ash, being an assistant coach out there and trying to help our players in real time make adjustments.
Was there anything that you said to those seniors, or they said, or was it kind of more unspoken that, hey, it's time to step up?
Yeah, at this time you don't really say much to seniors. You shouldn't have to say much to seniors. I think they can see what's happening out there and make adjustments in real time. They've been through it so much that you just rely on them. They just need to play a little bit more together. Like, I think we played them a little bit longer than we normally do in the third quarter because they had it going on, and when they got it going on, you got to let them play it out.
11th consecutive trip to the Sweet 16. Just what you're doing here,
Yeah.
and the expectation within this program of where you are right now.
The expectation is for us to advance out of the first and second round, and probably the expectation is for us to advance out of, Sweet 16 and Elite 8. It's really not that easy. I wish it was. I don't really wish it was that easy. I don't. I think anything that's extremely hard, you have to work for. You got to work through adverse moments. You got to work through, the ball not going in like you envisioned it going in, or you're not executing from a defensive standpoint. You got to find a way to win, and national championship teams usually are challenged on their journey up to winning it. So I think we are well in character about what happened today and being challenged.
Joyce
Chloe had 7 points in 4 minutes. Describe how much of a calming effect she brought in that third quarter to really.
Who's that?
Chloe.
Yeah, Chloe. Chloe's a dog. Like, Chloe, we can count on Chloe. Like, Chloe's going to get you rebounds. Chloe's going to get you buckets. I thought Chloe did a really good job when she wasn't fouling, defending. Chloe is experienced. Like, she wants the ball in her hands. She wants to be a big playmaker for us. And, she's got the experience to prove it. Like, she's been playing really, really good basketball. She got double-double in the second half, which was pretty impressive.
Joyce said she was double teamed more today than she did all season. How do you think she handled that, and how do you, prepare for that going forward?
Yeah, it's adjustments. We actually knew. I probably jinxed her a little bit because, I knew they were going to sit on her right hand and take that away. We knew they were going to double. Sometimes it's just hard to see. She's used to scoring the basketball, and when she is not in the flow like she normally is, you know, it's disruptive. They disrupted her. She's gonna watch it. She's gonna watch it, and then if anybody else wants to double her, she'll be well prepared. Like sometimes young people need to see it and go through it. It's not bad. She probably feels bad because she's a perfectionist, but in some ways, I'm really happy that she has to go through this, because it's only going to make her better. Like, and then people would come up with other schemes to take her out of the game. Like, I would, because she's a big part of what we do. So it's just growth every step of the way. I hope she didn't think it was going to be like Friday, because, you know, the Sweet 16, it gets harder and harder. You know, there are teams that's going to come up with game plans that will limit people's production. So Joyce has just got to take the next step in her journey to adjusting.
I'm on a mission to give Bree Hall her flowers. She's just not getting that. She never gets that attention and the national conversation for what she does. She averages 1.2 fouls per game. Just her ability to stay out there on the court and take on their best.
Bree's an elite defender. Like, it's elite. I mean, the things that she does, the people that she has to guard, it doesn't, and I told her this, I don't know if I told you all this, like in my 25 years of coaching, she's on my all-time defensive team, like all time, all the players that I've coached, because she's very consistent with it, and she relishes the challenge. Like, there are people that don't want to guard people's best offensive player. Breezy, you know, I thought Breezy had to make adjustment today, because she was guarding Garzone like Booker, and there's a little bit difference in what both of them can do. We probably needed Breezy to loosen up a little bit, and then she told me, she said it. She actually finished my sentence, and then the second half she really adjusted. So, I mean, people are watching. It's just not the people who will give credit, like other people, like fans and people who really understand, you know, what's happening out there on the floor. Give her flowers, and I'm happy that they do.
You're headed to Birmingham, or do you have any special memories or recruiting trips, or it's just?
In Birmingham?
Yeah, in Birmingham.
SEC office, that's all I know. I go there, you know, once a year, but I haven't really walked the city, and I haven't really done the city up, so I'm looking forward to doing that.
You got a bucket from Maddie at the end of the third. Can you talk about your confidence to put her in that
Cool,
situation?
man. Like I thought Maddie's always learning. Like, she's always ready. I thought that because Chloe was getting off, that they were sticking more closely to her in the third quarter. I thought it would create an opportunity for Maddie to get to the basket and get a layup, and she went in and executed just that.